So here's what our year one linear periodization model is based on. And so beginners generally respond well to a linear periodization model. After year one, we need to do some trickier things with the programming to continue to get a response out of the individual and to avoid those plateaus. So in a linear periodization model, here we have percentages, but what this is really doing is setting up our rep ranges. So if we're in general prep period, okay, we are at a very lightweight, so 45 to 65% generally is not considered strength development. And then here rehab and muscular endurance, these would be our foundational type exercises that we include to make sure that we have proper range of motion, proper functional movement patterns before we get into the specific prep period in which we'll start developing that foundational strength. So right here, the foundation is muscular endurance, and particularly you'll notice the exercises in this program are designed to, in a sort of prehabilitative manner. And what that means is instead of waiting and jumping in the program up here in the performance development when you're not ready, and straining your rotator cuff or straining a groin, what we've done is instead of waiting until the injury occurs and then going to rehab, we're basically prehabbing you, strengthening all the small stabilizers in the joints and training proper movement patterns so that we can build a strong foundation. So the other thing that we've done that I don't think you'll find anywhere else, we've also periodized the nutrition. And that's because at different relative intensities, different substrates, which means your carbohydrate, protein, fats, the relative usage of each of those is going to vary depending on the intensity and the type of workout. So what we've also done is periodize the nutrition along with the training, and that is key to getting maximal results. Okay, so you'll notice here we've also listed the type of conditioning that is compatible with this type of quote-unquote weight session. Now keep in mind this is going to be a lot of band work, a lot of body weight work, because we said it's foundational to developing stabilizers and whatnot. But so right here we're doing endurance training. We've also provided an appropriate training volume and relative intensity. And so this is going to be completely compatible. So sometimes people go and do a weight training session, and it's a great session, and then they go and they run a 5K or 10K, and metabolically, they're turning off all of the anabolic pathways for muscular development by going and running that 5K or 10K after their weight session. So what we've done is we've also provided you conditioning parameters that are conducive to the type of development we're trying to achieve in this phase. And likewise, the nutrition is also synergistic with the training goals of this phase. So you'll see in the general prep period, because the workouts are at lower intensity, we generally have a higher percentage of substrate utilization coming from fat. So at lower intensities, there's a higher rate of fat oxidation. Okay, so this is something completely unique to our programming, is that we've periodized your nutrition, your strength training, and your conditioning so that it's all compatible